How you doing? I'm Guy Fieri from Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and recently I was lucky enough to go and visit the U.S. Navy deployed to the Middle East. It was incredible. They flew me from ship to ship, and I got to meet the brave men and women that are serving our country over there. Oh, we did some hanging out, we did some cooking. It was an amazing experience, and I want to share it with you. Let's roll. I sailed with the naval forces patrolling the Persian Gulf. I got to meet the crews.
That's good stuff, man. Really nice to meet you.
Meet the culinary teams that keep the ships fed and happy.
Do I just look ridiculous in the hat? Yeah, I do. I'm putting my shades on.
Demonstrate some cooking techniques.
You're getting up underneath that skin? So you see why I'm not messing with it a bunch? When it cools down, it'll tighten up on you.
Run a few cooking contests.
And you know that you're all blindfolded except for one person, right?
Oh, really?
You gotta be in it to win it over here, buddy.
And just hang out with some of our country's finest men and women at sea and on the job.
How was the food today? It was awesome today.
I even got to the very center of Carrier Strike Group 12, the Big E, the Enterprise.
I'm on the deck of the USS Enterprise, the fastest carrier in the world. There's over 5,000 people working on here. It's just go, go, go.
Welcome to the Admiral's Gym.
This is awesome.
You can get up here, watch flight ops.
How many planes are on here right now?
Well, right now we've got 44 Hornets. We've got 7 helicopters, total of 67 tactical aircraft, 95 pilots fly those. This thing is 1,129 feet long, 4.5 acres of sovereign American property. You're on U.S. soil in this thing. We launched.
This is big in Rhode Island, isn't it? You got valet bring up my jet. I want that buffed and cleaned with a fine chamois.
So we're going out on the flight deck. We have to get all the gear on and everything. And white, I guess, I don't know, because it means safety.
Yeah! Are they getting in line?
Guys, come with me. Have a seat. Whatever you do, don't stand up.
Got it.
That was out of control. I mean, it'd shake you right down to your bones. And the dude sitting next to me is just like, see you in there.
How you doing, man? Pretty good.
Represent New York, you know?
Oh, you guys are big food dudes then, man. How many sailors do you feed in a day?
5,020 million.
How many meals?
4 meals. Breakfast, lunch,
So
dinner.
that's 20,100 meals.
Roughly a day.
Is this the line?
Yes, it is.
This is called the aft galley. This is where they produce the bulk of the food for the crew.
This isn't that big, man. Anytime anybody wants to tell me that their kitchens are too small, come deal 5,000 people out of something this size.
He's the most talented guy on the ship. He's from Philadelphia.
How you doing?
He's an awesome chef.
What are you making, boss?
Lamb's out of this world. Got something you want to taste?
Do I want to try something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Curry, paprika.
Yeah, no, but it's fantastic.
Marinated olive juice, green olives.
Let me help you out here, brother. Hey, bro. So you're kind of busy. Rice? Do I have a spot where I'm supposed to put it? Look at the size of that. Good looking chops. I had those for lunch. You probably want 2 scoops, though, right?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
Trying to fit the flight suit? You do this all day?
All day, twice a day.
Potatoes? How many? 1, 2, or 6? Your mom might be watching this show. You want her to see you just eating potatoes? So you like this job?
We all gotta eat, right?
They all got to eat. This is a popular job. We're on our way to the Gettysburg, which is like 10 miles some way that way.
We are steaming in company with Enterprise right now.
Okay.
And we're her shotgun, so we're providing her protection.
These are all missile. Each one's a missile?
Yep, missiles are in here.
M60.
And M60 like Rambo used to use. Do I have the right stance?
Yeah, you're good.
When we get into rough seas, we need something to hold on to.
Is that what that's for? Seriously?
Absolutely.
You guys get in that kind of rough seas?
We can. You want to drive a little bit?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Helmsman?
Stay down course 270, check course 269, ma'am.
How long have you been driving a car?
I've been driving a car about 2 years more than I've been driving a ship.
Let Guy turn the ship. You just make sure he doesn't go too far.
Right standard rudder.
Does that mean this way?
Okay, right? And then that notch right there.
Rudder midships?
Rudder midships on, man.
Go back to zero now?
Left.
Well, oh, the other left. How long is the ship?
565 feet.
Okay, so this isn't my ski boat at home.
No.
Don't forget, if you back up, you don't put your arm up on the seat and look behind you.
You have to study those calculations? Or does it just become a feel?
It comes a feel. Once you drive for a while, it
You
becomes a
cook
feel.
much?
I don't know.
No, it's the same thing. It's a feel.
You gotta have a feel for it. Huh?
Feel like I'm going to burn these eggs. I've learned things on cooking on ships in the last week that have blown me away in terms of how you make things taste good when they shouldn't. So we got the non-kitchen people against the kitchen people.
That's right.
All right, so check this out. I'm hanging with the non-kitchen team. This is fair. Okay, so you have to use these ingredients.
Yes.
The cranberry sauce, cauliflower, chicken base, garlic, and mushrooms. We got an hour. Let's get started. Let's season the bird. Maybe we shove some garlic up underneath the skin. Okay, we break that garlic clove down. We throw some seasoning on there. And we go and sear them on top of that flat top. Put a little crunch on them, a little crisp. We want skin down first. Okay, so let me get this straight. What are the basics? This is getting ridiculous now. Okay, with the ship rocking and rolling, and I mean literally, I'm heading over to the other team to see how they're doing. The ones from the culinary team are wild. I mean, of course, in true culinary fashion, I challenged them to some type of thing to restrain them. I was going to tie their hands together, and these two guys, let me see for a second. Hold up your hands. And they handcuffed themselves to each other, so they have to work as a tag team. So what did you guys make? Walnut crusted hen.
Cranberry over it. I'll put it back in the ship.
With a cranberry glaze. I like that. Overdo it. There we go. Always stay on the inside of that rim. I think that looks nice.
All right, guys. Take it away.
Well, let me tell you about your teams. You have one team that has very little culinary experience or in the Navy, and another team that has a tremendous amount of experience because they were able to work together handcuffed. One of the chickens is encrusted in walnuts and slightly deep fried and then finished off in the oven, done with a cranberry glaze. The second team is a dry rub chicken that was first thrown on the flat top to throw a crust on it, finished in the oven, done with kind of an Asian Carolina vinegar barbecue sauce made out of the cranberries, and then done with a corn makshu with various vegetables, done in butter and bacon fat as for the cooking process.
We're going to take our judges. They're going to sample each one. They'll comment on it. And then the next thing after that, we'll break something out for everybody who was in the audience so everybody gets a sample.
I like these vegetables.
Okay.
But I like this chicken.
I like this chicken better. I like the bacon and it's not better.
In my opinion, to see how their end result came out comparatively and how these judges are enjoying it, my feeling would be a draw, would be an even gentleman's tie, general person's tie.
Yes, sir.
No?
Let's go.
So I'm on board the USS Wasp, LHD-1, and I flew that chopper in. Not really, but I sounded better that way. And this is an amphibious unit that can open up and deploy boats and hovercrafts and all kinds of stuff. Now, when you hit real bad weather, does this thing get moving?
Oh, she gets moving. She gets moving. Now, this is our enlisted dining facility. But we have the capacity to feed over 3,000 people.
You're chow boss.
Absolutely. I can prove it to you.
You must be like the most popular guy on the boat.
When the meal's right.
How's the food?
It's great. Pizza and chicken wing, like fantastic people that they got here.
Sliders? Like in burgers?
Burgers every Wednesday for lunch. You have burgers.
Was it good?
It was good. 2 plates.
2 plates?
Yeah.
They work 16, 17, 18 hours a day. They should enjoy everything these guys do because they work hard every single day.
All of a sudden, we're signing autographs. Next thing I know, all hell's breaking loose.
These are fire teams, and they're going to fight. Most everybody's got hoods and gloves. These guys are our first responders for fire or damage control. We take a missile hit or gun hits or something like that, potential fire starts, we got to have maximum protection.
So this is a simulated attack. So everybody gets into their gear and gets ready, and they sealed off the ship so it wouldn't sink. And then now it came in that it was supposed to be a missile hit. So everybody braced for shock.
So all the smart people except me, and then the guys that are in charge, ran to brace for shock. And now they're going to come through like a herd of animals again.
I got a whole crew of culinary specialists that by day are cooks, by night, damage control ninjas, absolutely.
I mean, I'm watching dishwashers turn into firefighters. That's crazy. We've got our culinary competition teams that are starting to prep. One of the teams is back here, and they're putting their food together. I told them don't start cooking, so we'll see what happens. But we're going to start rolling in about a half an hour. Let's check it out. This is mystery team, and let's see what they got done. So tell me where we are so far.
Stuffed chicken breast.
We got it stuffed with what?
Cream cheese sauce with a spinach and tomatoes.
Now, what else we got going?
Chicken supreme with mustard. I made a little mustard sauce.
Then coated it in the breadcrumbs? Wow.
Flour and onions.
So your own little version of a bloomin' onion?
Little onion.
These are some of the remnants? Good luck, kitchen. Now we're going to go check on Team Gonzo. Whoa, Team Gonzo.
Hey, what's up?
What happened?
Oh, that was all the frying going on.
Did the boat rock?
A little bit. We went ahead and fried up our shrimp, fried up our chicken, and that's lobster. You have some of that.
This is lobster?
That is lobster. Hey, what happened to the potatoes? I'm going to need eggs, too.
These are the clam bakes?
Yep, clam bakes.
And this is the chicken franchise? Your lemon butter sauce is on there?
It's in there.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Guys, keep going. We got a timeline. I want to check on the third team. That fantastic noise you have in there, the steam kettle. Come on. So what are you doing? Making the kebabs?
We got some dirty rice that we're going to do. We got our beef kebabs back here in the back. We got some chicken. We got some barbecue sauce that's going to go on top of this. And over in that kettle right there, we just started going down hand walks.
This is going to be a treat right here.
That's all that guy right there.
Before we even start, who do you think is going to win? Here's team one. Team two. Team three.
The first dish that they'll be trying is a supreme chicken with mustard, with twice fried potatoes and a watermelon salsa.
Them are zesty. Them are.
Went ahead and with my crew, we went ahead and made what they call seafood franchise, consisting of shrimp, lobster, and butter roux sauce with lemon and chicken alongside with it, which is a franchise sauce, which you find out is pretty moist.
The seafood was off the hook. The sauce on it and everything was just delicious.
Barbecue chicken with greens, collard greens. Also, we have twice baked potatoes with cheese and bacon.
He got a little punchy.
And on the side, we have fresh made cornbread and homemade lemonade.
I think these guys are trying to win.
Okay, here's your results. The runner-up with 181 points, Team Gonzo. The runner-up for the champion with 186 points, Team Mystery. By only 4 points did they beat the mystery, the most known unknown. You guys really did a great job. I can't tell you how impressed I am with it. So give another round of applause. Awesome. Watching these guys launch, it is incredible.
Wow. This aircraft fully loaded can weigh upwards of 66,000 pounds.
66,000 pounds?
That's what we can take off.
How many miles an hour are you going when you launch off the deck?
We'll go from standstill to about 200 plus miles an hour. So it's quite a jolt.
It takes a long time to cook chili. Don't slack. So go ahead and season your meat up a little bit. What do you got in here?
Corn, black beans, kidney beans.
So we got peppers going down. You're going to go ahead and roast them off. Are you going to sweat them and take the skins off?
Yeah, if I have time. That's the plan.
Now you wait and you leaving all the oil on here to bring your onions in?
Yeah.
Good thinking. Good thinking. Take your knife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spin it. And then now it's diced both ways. Little homemade sour cream doppel right on the topple. They caramelize some brown sugar, some apples. We're going to add that to it for a little crunch and a little sweetness. You learn some of those ideas and you try them out. You take that red chili flake, you cook those down with the onions. You want a little bit of that sharpness of the vinegar, you add some in. That's Biggie delicious. That's good. I'd like to hear. That's good chili.
You know, I thought I had a perspective. My dad was in the Navy, and I had a lot of buddies that had been in the Navy. Thought I got an idea of what was going on or how things operated, but it's like a gigantic football team.
It is.
It really is. I mean, everybody has a job.
Tell these guys I'm the coach.
Well, and that's what it is.
These guys inspire me. That's my inspiration. Just watch them. Look at them. That's America's youth right there.
What a trip. I've had an overwhelming experience. It's been just, I can't be any more thankful for the men and women that are out here doing this. I mean, the sacrifices they're making. Take a moment, shake a hand, give a hug, tell a serviceman or woman how much you appreciate them. Unbelievable.